Hey, what's going on guys? Stickman here, back from a much needed vacation. Hope you didn't miss me too much. So we've got a ton of awesome Sonic stuff to talk about and catch up on while we wait for the release of Sonic X Shadow Generations. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on something I honestly didn't expect to see or talk about, which is a fourth seemingly major update for the currently still Apple Arcade exclusive title, Sonic Dream Team, which is really odd because they said that they really only planned 3 content updates for 2024 back when the first update was coming out, so it's pretty cool that they're still going. And I've got to say, this update in particular adds some much needed quality of life features and improvements. We'll start small and make our way up to the more interesting stuff as the video progresses. So first and foremost, when you head to the Tails challenges, you can see that the page looks completely different now. You've only got 3 Tails challenges to get through this time around before the timer refreshes, but now you can also get bonus XP through the ranking system that has been introduced to these challenges. We also got tons of new environments and missions for Tails challenges, which I immediately picked up on with this new challenge right here I haven't seen before, where you've got to score as many points as possible in 2 minutes. So it's nice to see that they're adding more to them with these score attack missions. Really helps spice up the random rotation of levels that you get now. Although as a side note, I did have to record the score attack mission on my phone because it just kept crashing on my Apple TV, and that's likely due to how many of those score rings the game had to load. If for some reason Sega Hardlight was watching this, hopefully they can find a way to optimize them a lot better, because it still took a while to load on my phone too. Oh, and while you're at it, please fix whatever's going on here too. Thank you. Next up, we got the return of 8 different music tracks from previous Sonic games, and I gotta be honest, the tracks they selected here are really random, but they're really nice to have back, I suppose. I'm rocking my 100% save file, so apparently I already unlocked them, but the 8 tracks are Cyberspace, Enjoy This World from Sonic Frontiers, Boo's House from Team Sonic Racing, Azure Blue World for Emerald Coast for Sonic Adventure, End of the Summer for Sonic Runners, which is an awesome throwback, love that mobile game, Sea Bottom Segway from Sonic Lost World, Asteroid Coaster Act 1 from Sonic Colors, Windmill Isle Day from Sonic Unleashed, and Blizzard Peaks from Sonic Rush Adventure? I never thought that would get referenced ever again. And best part of all, you can play all of these tracks within the levels themselves too, which is amazing. You don't just have to play them from the menu. Finally, we gotta talk about the most important part of this update and the whole reason why it's even called the Powers Update, that being that we can now enhance character abilities with powers. So now, before you enter any level, you can select up to 3 of a total of 16 different powers to equip and bring in with you. In order to unlock them, you're gonna need to collect and spend blue coins. So, if you've got Apple Arcade and an iOS device, highly recommend checking out all of my guides. Shameless plug. The cost of each of these abilities range from the lowest being 40 to the highest being 90, which I think are reasonable asking prices for a lot of these. My personal favorite power has to easily be a mechanic that I've been desperately dying for them to introduce into the game ever since it first came out, that being the Stomp. And once you equip it, the game feels infinitely better. It makes playing through Sweet Dream Zone so much easier, which on one hand, I kind of don't like it because I prefer a good challenge, but on the other hand, you can't really say having better control over your character in a high-speed platformer is a bad thing now, can you? And good news for those of you who still want a challenge, the final level, Bittersweet Way, actually disables the powers. That level is still one of the most difficult levels in the entire Sonic franchise in my opinion, so I'm glad they kept it that way. Another power that I'm glad exists now is Quick Switch. It allows you to switch characters on the fly, instantly, even when you're moving both on the ground and in the air, which is a huge deal because anytime you wanted to swap characters before this update, you'd have to wait until you came to a complete stop. But no more! Wall Boost is another incredible power that allows you to boost while climbing walls as glide characters such as Rouge and Knuckles, and it works wonders when you're going for blue coins, especially in Scrambled Shores Act 3. Ring Boost was a power that I never knew I badly needed for a long time with this game, because ever since launch we've had to rely on this really small boost gauge that would run out in a couple of seconds, effectively making it feel like a glorified run button. But thanks to this power, alongside those energy crystals that regen boost energy, rings will now do the same, and since rings are plentiful in this game, you're going to be boosting much longer now. Especially when you combine that power with boost gauge up. Thank you, Sega Hardlight. Super Glide and Super Flight make gliding and flying so much better than they ever were at launch, and I really love the extra air dash you get with the double air dash. Now, do I wish that the powers that I mentioned specifically were just always in the game since launch and didn't need to be purchasable? Yes, I do, but I'm just glad that they even considered adding in these quality of life features that a lot of Sonic Dream Team players have been wanting forever now, especially before this game stopped getting any form of support. As someone who did pretty much all there is to do in this game though, I would have said that this doesn't really give me much incentive to go back and replay a lot of the levels, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the fundamental core of this game, because it's just such an amazing 3D Sonic game. I'm looking forward to going for new leaderboard personal bests with all of these new powers now. Yeah guys, that's all for the video. Pretty quick one today. I gotta catch up on some Sonic Generations stuff, some Sonic Movie 3 stuff, got a ton of cool stuff to look forward to, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you've been around for a while, be sure to drop a like. I would say leave a comment telling me your thoughts on this new update, but I already know most of the comments are gonna be, well, I wish the game would just get ported to consoles and PC, and you know, I don't blame you. I do too, believe me, I really want them to. And again, like I said in my first video talking about the game getting a potential port, please continue to make your voices heard, especially on the official Sonic social media accounts. Again, keep it civil, don't argue or send negativity their way. Do it politely and hopefully they listen. But yeah guys, peace out. Thank you for watching this video. Shout out to Sonic Heroes 54, Azora, Shadow Tart, Rewind Plays, and Harry Short. If you'd like to become a channel member, be sure to hit that join button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.